Okay, let's see what you have already known so far. See, you are very comfortable going anti-clockwise. So let's see, if it is anti-clockwise and clockwise, the similarity is the ASTC. Okay, all sign teacher crazy doesn't change. In the second quadrant, the sign is always positive. If it is in the fourth quadrant, the cos is always positive. So this thing doesn't change. Now what is changing? If my principal angle in the first quadrant is theta, then I am very sure you already know this. 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360 minus theta. But now if I am starting my journey clockwise, see, if I go upward here, it's theta, right? So now when I'm going down, the angle is also worth theta. But because my direction is downwards, you have to add a negative. Look what I have done here. After the theta, in the second quadrant, I will get 180 minus theta, right? I'm also getting that. When I go down, literally this becomes the second quadrant. It's 180 minus theta. But because I'm going down, I will add a negative. So don't try to memorize the expansion. Instead, you understand this concept. Okay? And I have outlined the steps of solving the trigo problem. Find the quadrant, the theta, which is the principal angle. It must be positive so that you can use this chart easily. And then the second step is decide the quadrant based on the question. Third one, restrict domain. What is this second step? Decide the quadrant based on the question. Now what is our question now? This one, and we have already rearranged. We got 2 over 3 here, and I know that this is a positive value. Where is sign positive? It's in the first quadrant and the second quadrant. Whether you're going anti-clockwise or clockwise, it's still the same. So I know that I have to aim this part over here, and if I'm going clockwise, I have to aim this part over here to get the solution. So let's continue. What happens? I got my principal angle. See, it's 0.7297. So how do I find the answer in the second quadrant if I were to go anti-clockwise? You will do pi minus the theta. So that gives us 2.412. Okay, fine. You keep this first. If you are going anti-clockwise, this is what you get. But now, what happens if I go clockwise? If I go clockwise, I have to choose the sign to be positive here and here. So I did the same thing. Pi plus my principal angle 0.7297, see, and then I put a minus. I got it here. Do the same thing for this quadrant. 2 pi minus theta, because sign is still positive in the first quadrant. That will give me negative 5.553. See, I only did anti-clockwise and clockwise. Now you can be asking me, do I have to do this all the time? This takes a lot of effort. I don't want to do that. So how to restrict step 2 so that it becomes easy? That's when the step 3 helps you. You need to restrict the domain beforehand. How? Question says the final answer for this one has to lie from 0 to pi, because your interest is the x, right? So I don't want to go through this tedious process of thinking. So what I will do, I will take the subject of the question, which is 2x minus 4, and then I will find what is the lowest and the highest value that I have to play with. So I take this 0, your x is 0, right? You take the 0, you put here. So 2 times 0 is 0 minus 4. Okay, I got a minus 4. Take the pi, you put here. And that will give me 2.28. Now this is where you can play around. Play around for this chart. Okay, for the two charts. So let's check. You need solution from negative 4 to 2.28 now. Let's check. Is 0.7297 lying within this interval? So what is that interval? What is that interval? So your negative 4 is here. Let's say your 0 is here and your 2.28 here. So 0.729 is fine. So you can take this. How about 2.412? 2.412 is somewhere here. So you don't need, you only want your answer to be within here. So you don't take an answer from this quadrant. Okay, let's go and check this. I need negative 3.871. So negative 3.871 is somewhere here, and that is okay. So this is accepted. Negative 5.5, it's somewhere outside here, and I don't want that. So do not consider this quadrant at all. So what is your final step? You take 2x minus 4 equate to 0.7297. See, I told you, right? This whole step 2 is resemblance of your 2x minus 4. It is not the x, but 2x minus 4. Whatever you put into this now. And then continue. Negative 3.871. Then find your x. Let's see what you get. You work it out. That will give me 2.36. 0.0645.